Yeah. Okay, so how does participating in competitive sports affect a young athlete's mental health, both positively and negative?
I mean, it affects it in a number of different ways. I guess first off, positively, we can think of it. It helps boost that self-esteem, confidence in oneself. It actually helps with connectivity, finding a little bit of meaning and connecting, not being as isolated. You're actually, goal-oriented. It
Right.
helps build discipline. It helps do a number of things positively, just psychologically. On the negative aspect of things, I think, I guess first thing that comes off my mind is just this fear that is instilled, the fear of failure. That's kind of probably the main one. I mean, you look at people who are in sports, oftentimes, like let's say Olympic athletes. A lot of the times we can find that they're very closely in line with perfectionists.
Right.
And understanding a perfectionist, they have these high expectations for themselves, yet they have this fear of failure. That's their one motivation. And so when they miss the mark on that expectation, a lot of the times what they do is they go immediately inward. They feel ashamed, they feel guilty, they mull over these ideas about themselves that actually can damage the self-image and then just sends them into this downward spiral.
Right. Very type A personalities.
Right.
Not
yes.
me with a type A personality.
I hope not.
And also positively, it helps them decompress from their, life responsibilities and school responsibilities. And I think negatively, of course, with their grades, you can definitely see that effect in their grades if they start struggling with that.
Yeah, and I think in terms of competitive cheer, we don't only just have, hey, we have practice, 2 times a week for 2 hours. Then it's, we have extra things like the tumbling classes or this or that. So it's an every night situation where, your grades could be affected because you're doing something every night. Sometimes, like my daughters don't finish practice till 9:30 at night. We don't get home till 10. They definitely have to prepare mentally every week to make sure that they get their other responsibilities met.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's so important, at least for children and adolescents, to have that guidance from not only parents but also the coaches and encouraging them to find that balance because as us as adults we have found for the most part that balance of having that professional world and then the personal world,
Right.
and we want to have that balance instilled in our children before they get into that independent stage in their life where they're transitioning into young adulthood.
Yeah. Thank you for that answer.